Okay, to remove data using Pymongo, you're going to use the delete one and delete many calls. And they do pretty much what you'd expect, which is that if you provide a filter and specify what documents you want removed, delete one will delete one of them, and delete many will delete as many as match the filter. Let's look at a short program. Now you might remember that we had the student grade data before, and I want to remove a particular student record. So this program is going to remove the data for student 1 and then find all the data for student 1 and print it out. So how does it do that? Here's the removal code. You give it a student ID, and it connects to the school database and the scores collection. And then it calls delete one with student ID being student ID passed in. This is literal student ID, and this is the value of the variable. And then it's going to print the number removed, and that's going to come from result.deleted_count. So notice that when we call delete one, we get back a result, and the result is a structure that includes the number of items deleted. It's under deleted_count. Now after that, we call find student data at the bottom, and find student data is going to find all the student data pertaining to a particular student. It's going to call find for student ID with the student ID value from the student ID variable, and it's going to iterate through the documents, and it's going to print them out. And that's it. Okay, so let's see what happens. All right, we're going to invoke the Python interpreter on this program, which is called removestudentdata.py, and you can download this. Okay, so it called delete one, so it removed one record, and then it searched for the data for student ID 1, and it found 2 more items in there. And the reason it found 2 more items in there is that, if you recall, this grade data has multiple items, both quiz and homework, for each of the students. So I think there are 3 documents for every student. Now, if we change this program to call delete many, we should get rid of the other 2. So let's do that. All right, now we remove 2, and when we look for the data for student ID 1, we get back nothing, which is what we'd expect. Now, how did I know how to print out the number removed? Well, I didn't actually remember this when I was recording this. And once again, I went to our documentation and looked it up. And I want to show you how that works, because I think that it's just so important that you be able to use the documentation. So I went to api.mongodb.org. I clicked on Python. I clicked on the 3.0 beta 1. Now, last time I recorded this, it was 3.0 beta 0, so there's been another release. And I went here to the API documentation. I know that the delete one call is something that's part of the collection class. So I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to look for delete one. And if I go to delete one, it says that it returns a delete result. And if I look at the delete result, and I click here, then it says the delete result has a deleted_count. You don't have to understand what those are right now, but this is how I figured out how many items I actually deleted with the call. All right, now it is time for a quiz, which, if you've been listening, should be pretty easy. All right, here's the quiz. When removing data with Pymongo, when you perform a delete, you get back a structure, and it tells you how many items were deleted. The name of the field that contains that information is which of these 4? Num deleted, num removed, deleted_count, and removed_count. Which one?